Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going over rowing. If you do any kind of bench pressing, you have to be doing some rowing. Rowing helps your biceps, it helps the middle of your back get nice and tall, and it helps your lats, so it helps you get wider. Also, it can help out with shoulder problems, especially if you haven't been doing enough rowing or if how you rowing hasn't been done properly. We're gonna show you in this video how to do that and how to fix the top mistakes associated with rowing. Check it out. We're gonna start off with my favorite row variation, which is an inverted row. So if you have access to a barbell or straps like a TRX, you can do an inverted row, but the principles in this row will apply to all of the rows that we're doing. We're gonna start off making sure our head is in a neutral position, not up here. The hips are good. We don't want those hips up, which a lot of people will do in this row. We definitely don't want the hips down, and we need our shoulders to be nice and loose at that bottom position and just kind of relaxed here, right? We don't want to be retracted like this yet. We want to be nice and relaxed, but tall in that spine. Then we're gonna row, just going up and down, keeping everything neutral, and we gotta make sure that you're not going too far forward like this. That a lot of people will compensate with. So we're just going up, and for some people, this range will be different. Some people will only will be able to go up to here without their shoulders going forward, and some people can go really far without their shoulders going forward. So we have to find which position the shoulders can stay neutral for you, and we're just holding this position. And one of the hardest things about this row is that the head gets tired from being in this neutral position. So what happens is this head will start to go forward, and you have to watch out for that. So I'm just gonna go do a few more good rows to make sure that you are not falling into the common mistakes that a lot of people will fall into with this particular row. The other thing that can happen with this row is people will start to shrug up like this, and the shoulders should stay nice and neutral. So they go forward and back smoothly without any excessive shrugging up or excessive depression or going down, okay? The next row we're gonna go over is the barbell bent over row. And this is great because this starts to work your low back, your glutes, and your hamstrings. So this really is a total body exercise. And the other thing that I really like about this row is that it really doesn't give a break on you for your posture, and it does promote good posture. We're gonna bend over, making sure that our spine is straight. We shouldn't have any pain anywhere in this exercise, including our low back or our shoulders, and that goes for all of the exercises. The biggest thing that I noticed in this exercise is that people are not keeping a neutral head posture. They're looking up a little bit or a lot when they do these rows. So let's go through a good row. The other common mistake that I see is people, once the barbell gets too heavy, they turn this into an upright row, right? They're too upright doing this. And then the other thing that I see is people are bent over and then they're rounding their spine, right? You see that I'm just kind of rounding my spine here, and you definitely don't want to do that. So the last thing that I see in this one for a lot of people is they go up too high and their shoulders dump forward. So you may not be the person that can go up too high or high enough to touch the body and your shoulders stay neutral. You may need to just go to here and not quite touch, but if you can go to there and are comfortable, do that, take advantage. The next row we want to take advantage of is the dumbbell row. I'm going to demonstrate the 3-point stance. You could also we could also do the 2-point stance as well, but we're gonna go 3-point stance. It seems to provide most people with stability. And I love this row because we can make sure that the right and the left side are balanced. So I'm gonna go through a good row. Head is neutral, looking down. Shoulder goes all the way forward. It doesn't stay up here and retracted the whole time. And the common mistakes I see in this one are we're gonna get in this rotation, this whole body rotation. And that, if you're doing that, it usually means your form is bad or the weight is too heavy. So you have to make sure that you're getting nice pure rowing form and everything up top through the spine is stabilizing properly. people will also have their head up. I'd rather see your head be neutral. Most people are sitting too much at a computer, on their phones, and their head is extended a ton here. So we want to make sure we're not engaged in that one as well. Okay. Otherwise, you got to make sure that the spine is good. We're not rounded up top here. You don't have to get fully extended, but just nice and neutral. And then everything else stays stable through this exercise. Make sure that your right side will equal your left side. And if it doesn't, you have to balance it out. Do more sets on the weaker side until that weaker side catches up to that right side. The last row we're gonna go through is this standing cable or band row. And I'm gonna use a band for this one. This row is really forgotten and missed in a lot of programs, and everybody should be using it at one point or another in their program, because what this challenges people in is not so much just that rowing action, but their posture and especially that head. So I'm gonna go through some good reps for the band row. If you notice, everything is staying neutral. But the biggest problems I see in this one are head goes forward after a little bit. People are not lengthening, or people are not allowing their shoulders to go as far forward as they should. And lastly, people are rowing too far back with their hands and their shoulders dump forward. While that goes for all rows, it holds true, especially in this one, because it's a mistake I see a lot. So make sure that we're in a good head position. And then lastly, for this one too, a lot of people will shrug up, okay? We don't want to be shrugging up in this one. The shoulders will stay nice and neutral, going evenly forward and backward. So again, the key things that we have to make sure of is that we're keeping a neutral posture, we're getting a full range of motion as possible while ensuring the shoulder position is neutral. And we want to balance out the neck variations. When we're bent over, we're using the back of this neck. When we're facing up, you're using the front of this neck. So we have to try to mix up some inverted rows where we're facing up, standing rows facing horizontal, and some bent over rows as well. Make sure to balance out the left versus the right, and I believe that you're gonna progress really well with the rows, but it's also gonna help your pressing, including your bench press. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.